Hello.
Hi.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
Good. So we got it right now. How's your day?
Good.
What part of California are you in?
San Diego.
San Diego. All right. How how was your day?
It's hot.
It's hot here too.
Yeah, it's really hot.
How is COVID treating you?
Um, I stay home anyway.
But that's
So
good.
yeah,
Okay.
I just have to, make lunch for everybody now. So in and out, in and out. Can't focus on wood turnings, but that's fine.
Yeah. So hopefully it won't be long.
Yeah.
Kids will be back to school out of the house and you can get back to turning.
Yeah.
All right, so we're gonna go with a series of questions
Okay.
and then we'll get into your journey into wood turning.
Okay.
What word or phrase do you overuse?
Um, in English.
You know what? Okay, let's back. Let's you're correct. Let's back this up. Why don't you introduce yourself?
Okay. I'm Motoko from Japan. I'm based in San Diego. Um, I do wood turning.
Okay, perfect. Now, what phrase do you overuse? You could say it in Japanese and translate it.
I probably use universe a lot. That get on my kids' nerves.
How? In what context?
Like they want something, and then I say, "Well, if you work hard, and if you just wish it hard enough, maybe it might come to you."
Yeah, I tell my son that too, but he doesn't believe it.
Oh,
He doesn't want to work. He just wants it.
yeah, yeah, exactly.
What is your least favorite thing to do?
Um, Filing tax every year. January 15th comes, and that feeling.
Too
I
soon.
always wait until the last week, like, April 12th, 13th.
Yep. What is your most favorite thing to do?
Traveling?
Traveling.
Yeah.
Okay. What is the one thing your spouse or significant other would like to change about you?
Um, Nothing. I'm just kidding. I'm just so perfect. Um, a lot, probably. Like yesterday, he was telling me, can you just open the window? Like, in the morning, every morning, like 4 o'clock or 5 o'clock, I just get so hot. And I just go like, it's hot, and wake him up. So I don't know, maybe beginning of menopause. I don't know.
Could be.
Yeah, I'm getting there.
What makes you tick?
Um,
Motivates you?
Other artists, yeah,
What kind of artist?
wood turners, potters, interior designers, architect, gardeners.
Me too, everybody.
Yeah,
Anyone who's trying to do something and create, I love it.
exactly. Yeah,
Who's your favorite wood turner?
Bert, Bert Mish, or Bob Stockdale. Yeah.
Okay. Do you have a favorite potter?
I'm following somebody in England, more than just one person, maybe like 10 people in England. I don't know their names, but I just, yeah,
Right.
love them.
What irks you the most?
What irks me the most? What irritates me the most?
Yes.
Hmm. I don't have that many things these days. I
That's
calmed
good.
down a little bit. Used to be everything.
Okay, what sound makes you happiest?
The sound of my daughter singing, my youngest one. Yeah.
How old is she?
She's 13.
And what does she sing?
She sings Billie Eilish. I don't like her music, but I like when she's singing like Tracy Chapman, um, some old school.
Whitney Houston?
Yeah, she sings that too.
Is she around? I'm joking.
Somewhere in the house.
What sound bothers you the most?
Kids arguing.
Do they argue a lot?
Not as much as they used to, especially the older ones. Because my oldest moved out recently, so it's just two.
Right.
You have more
What?
than one?
I'm sorry?
You have just one child?
One.
One.
One. How many do you have?
I have three.
It's a lot.
I know. Last one was a surprise. Yeah.
Really?
That's why she's that young. Like my oldest is 21.
People
Then
say
19.
that. But I'm like, you know how kids are conceived. How can it be a surprise?
Well, I want to call her an accident, but my husband told me I can't do that.
Oh,
Yeah.
another one of those.
Yeah.
Trust me.
Yeah.
What profession other than your own would you like to try?
Architecture.
What kind of architecture?
Like just residential stuff.
Okay.
Yeah.
What would you like on your tombstone?
What is that?
What would you like on your tombstone?
What? Oh. Like, do I want to be cremated or what?
Yeah, well, the question is you don't want to be cremated. They'll put you in the ground, but what do you want on your grave?
What am I supposed to have other than my name?
I mean, if you were to have something, what would it be?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Yeah, I don't know.
What is it about your personality that drives your business?
Persistency.
Okay. What is it about your personality that hinders your business?
Hesitation.
What are you hesitant about?
Like, should I post this? Or is it good enough? Those things. I turn pretty much every day, but I spend a lot of time looking at the shape. A lot. So I spent like maybe, how throwing pottery is this way, but wood turning is this way.
Yeah.
So I have to bring a stool and then stand and look at whatever I'm turning. Yeah, like maybe 10, 15 minutes and then turn again, then get back on again. Yeah. Don't you do that?
A little bit, but that's part of why my turning is not as good as yours.
Because to me, shape is everything.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. If it doesn't have the right shape, it's no good.
I know. Shape is everything. So I spend a lot of time just staring at it.
Do you find that with turning, with the more practice you get, you find the shape easier, or does that change at all?
It hasn't gotten easier at all.
Okay.
So far.
Right. Who would you travel cross country with on a motorcycle?
My husband. He got my back.
Does he ride?
Is he what? Oh, no, no.
Okay. What was your favorite concert?
Concert?
Yeah, concert.
Last one I went is Adele. But I like to maybe go to like Nora Jones. What is her name? Spalding something, Esperanza Spalding. Do you know?
Yes.
Jazz musician. Yeah.
Okay, but what was the best concert you've ever
Right.
been to?
Bobby Brown
I'm
when I was in high school.
about to say Bobby before Whitney?
Yes. 80s.
Yeah.
Late 80s.
He was good.
Yeah.
He was damn good.
Uh-huh. So I went to his concert like maybe 3-4 times in Yokohama every year.
And this was in Japan.
Yes.
That's crazy. So
I know.
he's in Japan, right? He's singing American music, and everyone in Japan is singing with him.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that.
He used to come almost every year. I guess the demand was high.
It was a big deal.
Yeah.
When was the last time you cried?
February,
Why?
when my grandma passed away. Yeah.
Sorry to hear that.
Yeah.
Is she here or was she in Japan?
She was in Japan, Kyoto, Japan.
What impact do you want to leave on the industry, on your industry?
Oh, that's a big question. I don't really
Your
know.
life has to have a purpose.
You know, I don't really think about those things. Like, I'm just so busy thinking about the shapes.
Maybe that's your impact, the perfect
Yeah.
shape.
Maybe.
Maybe. Because when I ask about impact, it's not the biggest impact. It could be something small that you ignore.
Yeah.
When was the most difficult time for your business and how did you overcome that?
When I'm just so busy doing, housework, especially when my older kids were both in high school, and it's like my son used to do track and soccer, two sports, and I'm just running around like, a taxi driver.
Literally.
Yeah. And back then my youngest was still in elementary school. So I have to make sure to pick her up at 2 something every afternoon. So I really didn't have time to wood turn. And mental illness issue is my oldest. I mean, she's doing so much better, but it was just chaos those years. Yeah.
Okay. And how did you overcome it?
I think it's my husband who pushes me. Like if I find 2 hours, he does everything else so I can focus in garage.
Very nice. Do you have any black friends?
Do I have any what?
Any black friends?
A lot.
Okay. What do you often see people of color in your industry?
No. I probably saw one black guy in a college that I took woodturning and woodworking classes. It was like woodworking 101, and he didn't even finish that course. He was just gone in like 3rd or 4th week. Do you see black people there doing woodworking? Not at all.
One or two here and there, but no.
You have employees?
Yeah.
And they're not black people.
One is black. A new one is 2 that are black. Jamaican, African, not Americans. and the other two are Spanish.
I see some Spanish people or Mexican people here,
Yep,
but no black person at all.
yep. Who would you most like to have a conversation with
About wood turning?
about life, about anything? Who do you want to talk to?
Friends.
You
One
got
of
to
my
have a
friends.
conversation with one person. Who would that be?
My husband.
So you all don't talk much?
We talk all the time, but he's busy, I'm busy. But
All right.
conversation, I like to have a conversation with one of my best friends from middle school.
Do
Because
you
we don't
talk
get
to
to
them?
see. Yes, we email each other, text each other. Yeah.
Okay. All right.
But we haven't seen each other for like, I don't know, 10 years.
And they're in Japan.
They're in Japan. She's in Japan.
Okay. All right. So that's it for the questions. So now we get into your journey and how you got into wood turning and what led you to where you are now.
How I got into I was taking pottery classes
How long
like
ago?
probably like 12, 13 years ago in San Diego. So we moved to San Diego from Japan. We got orders to San Diego base because my husband was in the Navy.
Ah.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's start in Japan. So you're in Japan. You're in high school. What were you doing in Japan?
I graduated from high school. So my high school has these programs that you can choose, even though it's a public high school. I was able to choose art. And in senior year, I chose to learn architecture. But by the time I graduated, I really didn't feel so excited about it at that time. So I just did whatever. Like I waited tables and those things. And yeah, I didn't get into wood turning, woodworking until here in San Diego,
Okay. Where'd you meet your husband?
in
How'd you
Japan.
all meet?
So I used to work on base, military base in Japan. And that's how I met him.
Okay. All right. So you all moved to San Diego 13 years ago?
14.
14 years ago. And what attracted you about wood turning?
I didn't care for wood turning. I really wanted to do woodworking, but not wood turning. And the reason why I got into woodworking is because I couldn't take the pottery class anymore because of the schedule conflict. My husband had to go back to like night shift or something. So I wanted to do something else since my pottery class was taken. So then I signed up for like San Diego's adult school woodworking class. And that was only once a week. And it wasn't enough for me. I was, having so much fun. So that's when I signed up for a community college called Palomar Community College, who offers working wood turning. So that's about 11, 12 years ago.
Okay. So you take a class. How long was the class?
How long did I take those classes?
Yes.
About probably 3, 4 years.
How often? Every day?
No, just like once or twice a week.
Once or twice a week?
Yeah, I took a lot of woodworking class, box making classes, like jewelry box making classes, cabinetry, and then wood turning was about 7, 8 years ago.
Okay. So when you took wood turning, when did you get the bug?
What did you say?
So when you started out wood turning, when did you get a bug? When did you get the feeling that this is something you like doing?
Almost immediately. I used to help this wood shop in Naval Base, and they had like maybe 2 lathe, so I didn't have to buy my own lathe right away. So, but they shut down because of the budget issue or whatever. So they shut down. That's when I decided that I'm just gonna convert our garage into wood shop. Then I bought my first lathe, which I still have.
Okay. So the wood program is no more. Now, this is after a couple of years of taking wood turning classes.
I only took 1 wood turning class, and the teacher was like half deaf, so he couldn't understand our questions. So things, you know, tools were provided, but I didn't feel like at least learning solid, you know, wood turning. So that's when I signed up for San Diego Woodturners Club to be a member, so I can learn from other people there. And that's where I met so many woodturner friends in San Diego.
And did you start taking classes with them or just practicing at home?
Practicing at home. I only took 1 class from, do you know Mike Jakowski?
No.
He's really good, but I just took 1 class from him, like for 2-day class.
Is he on IG?
I have no idea. He doesn't even have Facebook account, so I don't know.
Yeah,
But his work is in like museums.
Yeah, there are a lot of guys.
Yeah.
And I didn't get that with wood turners. There are a lot of wood turners that are excellent, and none of them on social media.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. So you start turning at home. Where do you get your style from on what you do and how you wanted things to look?
What's the first part? What do
I said, where did you get your influences from on your style and how you wanted things to look?
Probably from Bob Stockdale, like I told you earlier. So as soon as I started wood turning, I found this guy, Bob Stockdale. And I like his simple shapes.
Is he on IG?
No, he's passed away. Yeah. And the other guy is Bert Marsh or something like that. And I think he's passed away too. Yeah.
Okay. So it seems like your turn-ins have Japanese influences.
I think so too.
Is
Simpler.
that something natural?
I think so. I don't like too many curves. You know, like those French style or Victorian.
Right.
I like simpler shapes that just, you know, show off grains of whatever that I'm turning.
Is there a particular type of wood that you like to turn?
I like walnut, olive, maple. I mean, I like everything.
Where do you get your wood from?
From the club, San Diego Woodturners Club. Sometimes I purchase online, but most of them come from San Diego Woodturners.
So, and you don't have like treatments that pass through and dump the wood in?
I'm sorry, you're breaking.
So you don't have tree cutters in the neighborhood that come by and dump wood in your driveway?
No, I would like to have somebody to do that. I was gonna ask you, like, how did you get started with, like, people call you when there are fallen trees?
All the time.
But how do they know your number? And
I'm on the internet.
so you pay Google?
No. You know, I've been doing this for 14 years, right? So you do the SEO and you move to the top of the list. So when someone Googles wood slabs, reclaimed wood, I come up.
Wow.
So that's basically it. So what you need to do is look in the I was about to say look in the phone book. Check Google, find tree cutters around you, and say, hey, I'm a wood turner.
That's how you started.
Yeah. When I started going to people's yard.
And just cut their trees.
No. Wood tree cutters. So I would pull up in a tree cutter's yard, raggedy van with a trailer. The first few times they told me they're like, get out of here.
Yeah.
But after and being persistent, they were like, oh, okay, so you really do this. And about 5 years in, I got a yard. And once I got a yard, get a problem.
Do you actually use that trees or you just sell them?
No, I cut them into boards. I use them all.
Oh, I thought you sell them.
I do sell. Oh, it's too much for me to use. I have like 1 million board feet.
Okay.
I have thousands and thousands and thousands of boards. So I cut everything. I use it, and I also sell it.
So you have a facility to sell, like slabs. You know, at the beginning of this conversation, I saw slabs on the wall.
Yeah, I have a monkey yard that I need to move right now, and I can't afford to move. I have so much wood.
Lucky you.
Yeah, I have wood from all over. I deal with about 30 tree cutters, and they deliver wood to my yard every day. And right now, I told them I can't take it more wood because I'm moving 60 miles away, and the only thing I'm going to do when they drop that off is pay to move it. So I'm going to hold off, and once I get the new yard, they can bring it there. Or I have to get new tree cutters who are closer because it's 60 miles away.
Where are you in New York?
Yonkers, 8 miles from the city.
Okay. Oh.
And my yard is another 7 miles from here.
So you have the shop and the yard.
Yep, I have a 5,000
and you're moving the
square
shop.
feet. Yeah, I'm sorry?
And you want to move the shop.
No, I want to move the yard.
Okay.
The shop is 5,000 square feet, and that's where we make furniture.
Oh
the yard, we have 2 sawmills, a kiln, and that's where we mill the lumber, dry the lumber, and store the lumber.
Mm-hmm.
That is what I need to move.
And how many employees you have?
4 to 6.
Okay.
Now there's 4.
Do they have to be like, are they experienced workers or you train them?
Both. Good experiences preferred, but usually experience comes with bad habits. So
yeah,
you train them. But it's a lot. We do a lot of things. You know, we manufacture lumber and we build furniture. So there's a lot of steps. And the space that I'm going to will allow me to do this more cohesively,
right,
more harmoniously and better. I'll be able to organize, sell more product, make more money.
Because you have to pay 6 people.
Well, you have to pay rent.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
what about your son? You think he's interested in doing your thing?
No. I mean, I would like him to, but no, he's waiting for the gold fairy to come and give him some gold.
Well,
yeah, he's all about the good life.
I think the majority of You say he's 22, right?
Yep.
22. Yeah, that age group is that way.
Yeah, and that probably says something about us as parents.
You spoiled him.
Probably. I don't say us as mean. I mean you too. Us as in the world.
Yeah.
Because
What
everybody
is
got
your
some.
wife doing? A part of your company?
My son's mother
Oh.
is in Louisiana.
Oh.
My son, mother, and I never got married. We were like oil and water. Yeah, so never married. She works in a bank in Louisiana. After 15 years, we get along.
That's
So,
good.
I guess. So, what joy is it that you get out of your wood turning?
The finished product. I get so attached to those things and I sell them, but I feel like, I'm glad some other people like my work too, but at the same time, it's hard to part with my work.
It's not good for business.
I know. I'm not a business person. What should I
Most
do?
of us are not. You do
Don't you
because
get
you love it.
attached? Like I saw your table.
Sometimes,
You
yeah.
were delivering to somewhere.
Yeah, sometimes you get attached.
Yeah.
Some of the wood, I put a price on it so it doesn't sell. And it's not good because,
Yeah. You're supposed to
there's,
sell.
yeah, get it out of there, get it out of there, get it out of there. Such is life.
So you did a lot of tables?
Yeah, we do a lot of tables. I want to get into doing chairs.
Yeah.
So there's a guy, I think he was on here, David Duyard. He's a chair maker in Connecticut. And I think probably a year ago, I gave a deposit to go to his class and got busy and never made it. So he and I talking about me actually going
Building.
and taking the chair making classes. I think that is better. That would be better for my business.
Business wise.
Yep, because I sell a lot of tables.
Yeah.
And if I can sell chairs, it'd be wonderful.
It's a lot of work though.
It's a lot of work. Of course, you have to train someone because you can't do it all by yourself.
Right. So you're good with that. I can't imagine hiring somebody. Like I want to be involved in everything.
Yeah, I try to do that too. You can.
Yeah.
And you can't trust them too much because they'll screw up and it'll cost you money.
Right.
So there's always a fine line between how to do it.
So what was that worst screw up? Like bad
Someone,
finishing?
I'm sorry?
Bad finishing at the end of the project.
Yeah. What happens is, there are many stages where guys can screw up.
Right.
The worst screw up is someone causing damage to the machines or to the shop that's irreparable. So when someone glues a table together, the seams are supposed to be right. It's not supposed to look like it's two pieces. The grain's supposed to match. It's supposed to be on point. So when that goes to the finisher, The finisher is checking the table to finish it.
So you outsource the finishing part?
No, it's another guy. We do it all
finisher in your shop.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when it goes to the finisher, which is the next guy, he's supposed to make sure that it gets ready to be finished. Sand it, prep it, seal it, spray a final coat on it, and it's good to go. So if he doesn't care and the seam is bad, he's just going to sand over and spray it. And if I'm not on top of it, or if I'm busy doing something,
right,
and we go to deliver the table,
and then you notice the bad finish, because you do the delivery part.
Yeah, most of the time.
Okay. Yeah.
Yep, most of the time. Yeah, so there could be a lot of steps where people make mistakes. You know, guys screw up machines. There's nothing glamorous about this at all.
But you're good at machine repair too, right?
Some of it depends. I have old machines, so they don't always need a lot of major repair.
Okay. So that's good.
Yeah. The biggest screw up probably is hiring the wrong people and not being able to properly do tasks.
So you just fire them.
Sometimes you have to. Sometimes you get stuck with them.
And it's hard to fire them.
I don't. It's hard to fire when you don't have a replacement.
Okay.
You know, and some people are so bad. You can't worry about a replacement.
So you do have like table production or orders consistently.
Yep. Yeah. So let's see some of your work.
I don't have anything here.
What do you mean? You don't have anything?
No, I didn't bring. This is my back porch, and I didn't bring anything.
See, but it's in your garage, right?
Huh?
It's in your garage, right?
No, this is the back of our house. Garage is in the front.
So is it too far for you to go and get a piece and show us?
Yes, we live in the mansion.
Lucky you. So what's next for you? What do you want to do next? What do you see yourself in a year, 2 years?
A year, 2 years. I want to be making more. I finally have enough time to turn every single day. So I just want to turn more. I was supposed to be in one of the craft shows this spring and another one in summer, but of course they got canceled.
Right.
And I like to sell my work directly to the customers. You know, like at craft shows, some people approach me, like shop owners, they approach to me and ask if I want to do wholesale. But I really enjoy meeting people. So I want to do more. I want to do more shows in 1 to 2 years if this virus thing goes away.
Right. Have you thought about teaching, doing demos?
No. No way.
Why not?
I'm not good at teaching.
Okay.
My kids know.
All right. Fair enough. Okay. So what, in your opinion, was the best piece you've turned?
I like turning boxes. I don't know if they're the best work, but I love turning boxes.
Do you ever get any wood from Japan?
No, I'm planning though. I'm planning to do that maybe next time I go back there. Yeah. Am I allowed to do that though?
If it's small, as long as it doesn't have any bark on it.
Oh.
And it can't have any bark on it because that's where the bugs hide. So it should be dried and bark free.
Okay. Yeah, I want to bring some wood from there.
Do you know any wood? Go ahead.
No, I asked my father to send me some,
But
he keeps sending me like handsaw blade, and then 3 months later, same blade, and then 3 months later, same exact blade again. Like, so I have so many things, so many same things from Japan. Whatever he feels like sending me, that's what I get.
But not what you want.
Not what I want.
It's parents. So what else? Have we covered it all?
I'm not sure.
I think we have. You put in your inspiration. You got do your kids turn?
I'm sorry?
Do your kids turn?
No. I taught one of my friend's son once, and I think he enjoyed it. He ended up buying small mini lake. They're in Seattle, and I hope he's still turning.
Very nice.
Yeah. But my kids, they're not into working with turning.
Okay. Jeff wants to know, what kind of lathe do you have?
Jet.
A jet. Okay.
I was just about to order American Beauty from Robust today. And then I'm
Very
like,
nice.
I'm going to wait until later.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm
So
ready
you should talk to John Jordan.
That's the owner of the company?
I think he's a dealer or may have a lathe available.
Okay.
I'll send you a message with him later.
Okay.
And you can ask him about that.
And you have so many lathes, right?
Yeah.
Do you use them often, or your employees are turning?
I do. I turn different things. Like I'll turn like now. Good thing, I gotta send a guy a price for. He wants a big stump that's tapered from 16 inches to 18 inches, made of white oak. So I gotta get a price for that, and that's something really big and heavy that I turn.
Do you do turn legs for the tables that you make?
No.
Really?
No. Maybe a little later. But at the moment, no. I'm not. I haven't seen anything good enough I want to use on my tables.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's just different objects.
So you don't do bowls and boxes?
A little bit. No. I got it to bigger stuff. Now I have smaller lathes, but that's not.
And they're all vintage?
Yeah, everything's old. Everything's old.
It doesn't even stop when you want to stop it, right?
There's no brake on it, no.
I used to use one of those in the Navy wood shop, and it just takes forever to stop. It's crazy. And what are you supposed to do? Standing there, what, like 60 seconds for the lace to stop?
Yeah. It's not that long.
It is long. Maybe the kind that I had seen at the shop.
Yeah. Yep. All right. Well, thank you very much.
Thank you so much.
I appreciate your time and thank you for joining us.
Thank you. Have a wonderful weekend.
You do too. Much appreciated.
Thank you.
Good night.
Bye. Good night.